and welcome to this Ward's Auto Fast Chat. Today we're talking supply chain challenges and what to do with excess components. I'm Bob Gritzinger, Editor-in-Chief of Ward's Auto, and I'm joined today by Renato Souza, Vice President of Global Business Development for Smith & Associates. Smith is a global distributor of semiconductor and electronic components. Founded in 1984, Smith sources, manages, and distributes the electronic components that go into everything from mobile phones and computers to appliances and automobiles. So the longer excess materials sit on warehouse shelves, the greater potential for loss as parts become obsolete and lose resale value. Smith's excess inventory services recover value by turning surplus electronic components into a revenue stream. So excess. Renato, why is this the right time to sell your excess components?
Hi, Bob. Thank you very much for the questions and for this meeting. To be honest, Bob, it's always a good time to sell excess inventory. Specifically now, it's a good time because customers have been suffering the last 2 years with building their buffer inventories because of the shortages that we went through. So right now is a really good time to be able to market your inventory. It helps you maximize the return by selling brand new parts with newer day codes into the market, in which you're going to get the biggest value. Basically, you're converting your inventory into cash, in which is something that really helps all the companies, right? One of the things that's really important to mention is that components have a shelf life, as you mentioned before. So really, if you really identify that a part is going to be obsolete for your program or that you're not going to be using on one of your builds, the best thing for your company to do is really to go ahead and find a way to market that into the open market with one of the partners.
Mm-hmm.
Another really important point is, a lot of companies are suffering with warehouse space. So really taking those parts that are not going to be used out of your warehouse to make sure that you're really using that space for new parts are going to be used into production is key, right? Because a lot of people are suffering with warehouse spacing nowadays. And
right.
The next point that we're going to go over for services, one thing is selling excess inventories, and the next one is going to be how can I look for cost savings opportunities?
So that's that purchase price variance, that PPV you call it. So what is that and why is that beneficial?
Correct. So PPV is basically cost savings programs in which we're looking into our customers' information to make sure that their bill of materials, that they're buying their parts at the best price out in the market, right? So what we're looking for is to identify specific opportunities on materials in which we can actually offer parts to our customer under their standard purchase price. That's the process with PPV that we do for our customers. Basically, how it works is our team is monitoring prices all over the globe to make sure that we can identify the opportunities and available inventories. As an example, it could actually be coming from other people's excess inventory that they're selling in the market at lower costs. But basically what we're doing is we're entering our customers' bill of materials into our system or into our CRM so that we're doing matches 24/7 into the market to identify when we can find opportunities to find material to our customers at a lower cost.
Pretty important, especially in today's environment.
Yes. And so that's the only thing that we really ask, Bob. Let me start to jump in. But it's really to have our processes. We're very careful with our customers' information. So we'll go through an NDA process to make sure that we have all the documents signed. And the idea is once we have an NDA signed, our customers share with us their bill of materials, which will have part number, manufacturer, quantities in which they're consuming for the parts, a standard cost in which they're currently paying for the material, so that in our system, we can enter all this information and we can do matches and identify that there's an opportunity that's going to bring some cost savings opportunities to our customers. And then the second step is going to be once opportunities are identified, the account representative that handles that customer is going to be in contact with the procurement team to make sure that offer is being sent to their sites to see if they can, if they would like to trigger that purchase or not.
So yeah, NDAs, all of that. That leads to the question. So, why is it important for an automaker to partner with a supplier such as Smith? And it sounds like you partly answered that question already.
No, it's really related to the knowledge, right, and the expertise, Bob. We have been doing this for, as you mentioned in the opening, for 40 years. This is going to be our anniversary this year, 2024, 40 years into the market. So really, our expertise on the open market is really important, right? So we have a team that's our market intelligence team, which is gathering information from all over the world related to global electronics component marketplace, related to trends, shortages, company reports, CEO market reports. So we're gathering that information and we actually passing that to our customers, which is really the what we really want to achieve with that is really to keep our customers informed and best guide them towards their purchasing strategies into the market. So that's how we like to partner with our customers. A lot of information goes back and forth between us as a supplier to our customers. And Smith's been in the market for, as I said, 40 years. We're the largest independent distributor globally, with more than 20 strategic locations globally. Our warehouses are also global. So every single warehouse that we ship out material to our customers, North America would be Houston, Europe is Amsterdam, and Asia is going to be Singapore and Hong Kong. And those are all mirrored operation hubs with all the same quality equipment for authenticity, counterfeit labs, and everything that we have in place to make sure that we guarantee the quality of material to our customers.
And then I understand that you've just opened an office here in Detroit as well.
Correct. Yes. We, of course, in the past couple of years, we've been very active supporting most of the auto OEMs, also the tier ones, tier twos. So it was very key for us to identify our next location for expansion. So Detroit is one of the locations that we just opened up last year. And there's going to be a couple more locations that are going to be announced in 2024. They're very key for the automakers' presence, and those are going to be announced in 2024. But yes, we're currently in Detroit, and the idea is to be very close to our customers, build those relationships to their procurement teams, and just expand our coverage.
And then I assume you go from there to expanding some of that warehouse capability as well into some of these key locations.
Correct. That's always the idea. Our idea is always to be our offices to be the closest as we can to our customers, so we can have that face-to-face interaction and time zone and same language coverage to our customers. And warehousing is the same. We're going to have warehouses in every single region so that we can get parts in really quick, get them tested, get everything done to the parts that's needed before shipping out to our customers.
That sounds good. I think we've covered the waterfront here. I appreciate your time, Renato. Again, Renato Souza with Smith and Associates, global distributor of semiconductor and electronic components, and working on that excess inventory, getting that cleared out. So thanks again, Renato. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Bob. It was a pleasure.
Thank you all for viewing.